The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from South Florida. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
From the 35, it's first and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, here we go. Dak going to throw it here on first down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
On second down, it's Dak. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Right back to Mostert on first down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They're going to go. It's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
On first and 10. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Calais Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Third and 6.
Kill. Yeah! There we go! Right there! 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he will score. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Go ahead.
From the gun, here's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A shotgun snap for Tua. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Here's third down and a few inches. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And the Dolphins.
Turbo one high.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, Not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tua. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yeah! Here we go, 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Here we go, 47.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Now Dowdle. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Taking off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Dak to throw. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Prescott on first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, Malik Washington. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Tua. Into the hands of Berrios. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Tagovailoa. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll run with Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, very good.
Throwing is Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Prescott. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Now a toss play, running left. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Now Prescott got his man at the 6. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
21G.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tua. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the gun, here's Tua. That one brought in by Berrios. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.